Good morning, guys. We're going to go straight into Read Write Ink this morning, and we've got a new ditty book for you. Our story today is called Push the Bus. Miss Presley finds that really hard to sound out, okay? And I'm the teacher, so I know that you might struggle a little bit, okay? But just remember, just say it slow, okay? And sounding out every single letter. Push the bus. We're going to start with our ditty green words. I'm going to read the separate sounds and then blend them together to say the word. Okay, I'm going to start with the first one. B-U-S. Bus. Then you can pause the video and you can read the rest yourself. Remember, watching out for those special friends. We are going to move on to our ditty red words. Okay. Remember, red words don't sound as they look. Looking for special friends. Push. The. Well done. Okay, we're going on to our nonsense words now. I will read the first one for you, and then you can pause the video and read the rest yourself. P-I-B. P-I-B. Pib. Pib? What nonsense. Pause the video. Can you read the rest? The next three? Well done, guys. We're going to go into our story now, which is called Push the Bus. Push the bus is stuck. The bus is stuck in mud and muck. Push, push, yuck. Well done, guys. Great reading. I have 3 questions for you, okay, today. 3 questions about the story. Why do they have to push the bus? Why do they have to push the bus? Pause the video. Can you talk about why they have to push the bus? And even write it down if you can. Well done if you said they had to push the bus because it was stuck in the mud. Second question, what happens when they push the bus? What happens after they push the bus? Pause the video. What do you think happens? Can you write it down? Well done if you said they fell over in the mud and got covered in mud. Just look at that picture. Oh no. Okay, my final question for you is, what else can get stuck in the mud? Okay, so this is one for you to think about, and it's not in the story. What else can get stuck in the mud? Well done if you said people, animals, cars. Lots of things can get stuck in the mud. Can you write down a list for me what you think can get stuck in the mud? Well done, guys. We're going to go on to our hold a sentence. Okay, here's our hold a sentence for the day. The bus is stuck in the mud. Okay, the bus is stuck in the mud. Here is our hold a sentence. The bus is stuck in the mud. Okay, I want you to hold the sentence in your head. Remember those capital letters, those finger spaces, and that full stop? Can you write it out? I'm going to move it now. Pause the video now. Okay, and you can write your hold the sentence. Right, guys, we are going to mark our sentence together. So tick for capital letter. The bus is stuck. Finger spaces. Tick. The bus is stuck in the mud. Full stop. And another tick if it makes sense. Does your sentence make sense? Does it read exactly like this? Are all the words in the right place? The bus is stuck in the mud. Tick. Okay, just to push yourselves. Okay, so the higher groups in Read Write Ink, I want you to be writing, extending this sentence. Okay, so we can talk about the bus. We can describe the bus. The big red bus is stuck in the horrible, gooey, thick mud. Okay, think about really good adjectives that you could extend your sentence with. Okay, well done, guys. Can't wait to see what sentences you come up with. Hi, guys. So we've got something a little bit different today. It's actually World Maths Day. Okay, so we've got two different activities. One, if you are going to come into school and do the challenge on the school grounds. And two, if you are working from home, you've got really fun activities to do from home as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is talk you through the activity if you're coming into school grounds and outside, around that whole of the playground and up into woodland and round. There are lots of different maths challenges. All right, guys. So here, as you can see on your screen, is the map of this afternoon's maths trail. Okay, so you can come to the main school building at reception where you will be handed your map and your challenges, your answer sheets, okay, and your clues. And you will come in through the bottom gate and then you will follow the trail, okay? So you will follow, you will go to the shapes, okay, and you will read the clues and answer all of the questions. Okay, as you can see, this is your maths hunt, maths trail answer sheet. Okay, so you're looking at what number clue that you get to, and then how you're going to work it out, because remember it's maths, so you have to show how you're working it out, and then you're going to write the answer. Okay, once you have completed your maths hunt and the maths trail around school, I would like you to write your name on the top, and you can submit this via Dojo, so you can take a photo of it, or you can leave it at reception, and then I can see how well you have done. Okay, so you will also be given some clues here. Okay, and your clue one, okay, good luck in finding all the clues. Use the map to help find the location. Solve this to carry on. Okay, and then you choose which year group you are in. So for us, it's Key Stage 1. How many sides does a rectangle have? I'm not going to tell you the answer, okay, because that's for you to work out. Once you have answered this clue, showed how you've worked it out, then you move on to the next clue. Okay, there are also bonus points. At each stage, there are different shapes, and if you can name those shapes as well, then you get extra points. Okay, and finally, if you can't get into school to do the challenge, that's okay. You can always do the home challenge. Okay, so as you can see, this sheet will be posted on Dojo. Okay, and you can do the home challenges. So you work through all your different, from the number 1 to the number 10. You write all your answers in. Okay, you can take pictures if you'd like to show me how you've done your working out, and then you can send that back via Dojo. The time that you've got to come into school, so into the school grounds, is between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Okay, between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Okay, that's when the school gates will be open for the challenge. You won't be able to come in the morning, okay, because that's when the children in school will be doing the challenge. Okay, and then at lunchtime, you'll be having your lunch, we'll be having our lunch. So after lunchtime at 1 o'clock, between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, you will come to the playground and you will be able to do the challenge. Make sure you have a pencil, okay, something to write on. Okay, you don't want a flappy bit of paper, something hard to write on, whether it be a book or a clipboard. Okay, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, then enjoy doing your home challenge sheet. Okay, guys, so for part of our science week, in our science lesson today, I'm going to go through all the activities that hopefully you've picked up by now. If not, don't worry, they'll be here until Friday for you to come pick up at school. And if you just look at the previous video, it explains exactly what you've got to come and pick up. Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say well done for some of the posters that have come in are absolutely amazing. I don't know how Miss Hartnell's going to choose between them all. But don't worry, there's still time. Make sure you send them in by the end of the week. Like in the previous video that I posted on Monday, it explains everything to do with our British Science Week. So there's lots of activities and fun things to be doing at home. Obviously, your poster competition, and now I'm going to go through our practical activities that you've hopefully collected. So I'm going to go through exactly what needs to be done. Some of you might have done it already by yourselves, which is amazing. The instructions are all there for you. But I'm just going to do it on camera now, just to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. So for your first activity, you will have had a plastic cup and some cotton buds or some cotton wool. Okay. You will have your skewer to go in the top, and you will have your bean. Okay. So first, you put the cotton wool or your cotton buds in there. Okay, from the bag, pop them in your cup. Okay, don't squish them down, just pop them in. Okay, so they just might go halfway, a bit further, that's fine. Then I want you to take your bean and I want you to put it at the side. Okay, so like that, so you can see it grow. We need to see it between the cotton wool and then the bean at the side of your cup, just like that. Okay, you won't need this just yet. It's for when it starts to grow and they grow pretty tall that you can pop this in. Okay, and it'll help the bean grow up tall without falling over. Okay, so you can attach it to this. And when the bean grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, you can attach it to this so it doesn't lean over. Okay, then all you have to do is water the cotton wool bit, not too much. Don't put lots of water in, it won't work. Just a little bit, just so it's a little bit damp, not wet. Okay, and then make sure the cotton wool is always wet throughout the day, not soaking, just a little bit damp. Okay, because beans or any seeds, they all need water to grow. Okay, and also, can you put it by a window? Okay, so it needs to be somewhere where there's light, the natural sunlight. So don't put it in the cupboard or in a dark corner. Okay, you need to put the bean in, you need to water it so it's damp. Pop this in just so you've got it, you won't need it yet, and then put it by the window. Okay, to go along with that activity, you have also got your bean plant diary. Okay, so just like on the screen here, you've got a bean plant diary. So you're going to write your name on the front, and then each date that you check, so you could write about it today because it's the first day. Okay, you could write that you've planted it. Unless you planted it on Monday, then that's okay. So whichever is the first day you planted, okay, you can write planting the bean seed. Okay, so I want you to write about what you did. Okay, so just like I showed you, first you put the cotton wool in, then you put the bean in, then you watered it and you put it by the sun. Okay, and it says equipment in that bottom part there. What did you need? Okay, so what have you used? You can write about what you've used in there. And then each date, as you go through your diary, there's a few dates. I want you to record what happens. Okay, so your bean will grow. Any changes that you notice, you can record it. So you can write down, maybe you get the roots coming down. So you could say, whatever date, today, my bean sprouted roots. And then you could draw a picture in the box where it says, okay, so each day, as many days as you can, okay, until it's a full grown bean, just like this one, okay, can you draw and record, observe daily, okay, what happens with the bean? And then on the back page, it says plants need these to grow healthy. So just like I said, what do we need? We need water, we need sunlight, okay? Think of all the things that you need to take care of your bean plant, okay? So this is your bean plant diary, so that needs to be done alongside the activity. Okay, our second activity is our eggheads. Okay, so here's an egg, here's one of the eggs. Okay, what I want you to do is draw your face on the egg however you would like. You can have a crazy face, a funny face, a happy face. Okay, and then your cotton wool will be in there, in that bit. Okay, so you'll have your cotton wool in there. So what I want you to do is water it just a little bit, so it's a little bit damp, but not wet, just a little bit damp. Then I want you to get your cress seeds, which you will have in a little bag, and just sprinkle them in the top. Okay, if you have an egg cup, that's great. You could just pop it in the egg cup. If you don't have an egg cup, that's okay, as long as you find something. It's okay if you don't have an egg cup, just find something that you can balance it on or between two things, and then it sits on the windowsill, okay? And make sure that you keep this bit wet. So when you're watering your bean, don't forget to water your egg as well, okay? And also, you have your cress plant diary. So just like your other bean diary, you've got a cress diary, okay? So in the first section, planting the cress seed, you're going to talk about what you did. You So I prepared them for you, but what I did is I boiled the eggs, and then I pulled out all the inside bits, chopped the top off, put some cotton wool in, okay, and then you sprinkle the seeds in. Then I want you to observe what you see, okay, every day in your cress head diary, because eventually when the hair or the cress grows, they're going to look crazy, and I can't wait to see them. Okay, guys, and for our final activity, you will have taken home some googly eyes, some soil, and some grass seeds. All you need at home is either a spare pair or an old pair of tights or stockings, or maybe an old sock, but it has to be quite a thin sock. Okay, make sure you ask, parents or guardians before taking these, because they still might use them, and we don't want you chopping them up if they're still using them. I'm just going to talk you through this video because I can't really do it at home and show you. It's a little bit messy. So if you'd like at home, you can do it outside, or make sure you've got something down, to catch the excess soil that you might have. Okay, so let's have a look. What you're going to need some soil, and you're going to need your seeds, okay? And then you're going to need your tights or stockings, googly eyes, your elastic bands, you'll have taken those home, and some string, okay? So you're going to tie a knot first, okay? And then you're going to roll it back so you've got some space for your soil. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put the soil in, okay? And you can have a really big head, a grass head, or a really small head, okay? So just fill it up depending on how big. We'll send you some soil, but you can also get some soil from the garden or on your walk if you need. Then you're going to pour your grass seeds in, make sure they're spread out, not just all in one bit, otherwise you're going to have a grass head with just hairs. Then you're going to tie another knot at the top, okay? And just chop it a little bit, okay? Make sure your head, your grass head, so once you put it all together, is in a nice ball shape, just like a head, okay? And then you can squeeze the nose, so squeeze the bit of soil, and you can twist it, put elastic band or some string around it, okay? This is optional now. You can either use some ears, if you'd like. You don't have to always add ears, they look quite funny without them, so it's totally up to you, okay? So now it looks like it's got a nose and some ears, okay? Then you can stick the googly eyes on, okay? So you could use glue, you can use sellotape, whatever you've got in your house to stick the googly eyes on, okay, which you'll have got from school. You don't need to be the same size, you'll look even funnier without them, okay? Then, okay, as you can see, the finished product that you've just made, okay, on the right, hasn't got any hair yet, but that's because it's not grown. So what you do with your finished product, you get your plant pot, and you can just pop it in the top, okay, and that's where it'll sit, and that will catch the water as well, so because you have to make sure that you water the hair, water the seeds on the top so it grows through, okay? So it's important that you get quite a thin sock or tight so that the grass head can grow through, okay? What I want you to do is record, just like the other in your bean diary and your cress diary. I want you to have a grass diary as well, okay? And I want you to record everything that you have done, that you see, and that you observe over a period of time. So remember, water is key. Make sure you're watering them every day. The grass head, the cress head, and your bean. Water is really important. And also keep them in the sunlight, keep them by the window, on a windowsill, okay, not in a dark corner or in a cupboard because they won't grow, okay? Take loads of photos for me, okay, photos of all of the things that you are doing, because it shows how amazing that you are doing. Even though you're working from home, you are still doing all these practical things for science, okay? Make sure you're taking lots of pictures so I can see how amazing your experiments are. Okay, I can see that your bean might be growing. I could see that your cress head's getting hair or your grass head's getting hair. Okay, I can't see what's going on at your house. I can see what's happening with the children at school, but I'd love to see what your creations look like. Okay, so send me lots of pictures if you can. Okay, make sure you're filling in your diary and recording each thing that happens. Okay, you don't have to record every day because something might not happen for a few days, or even a week. Okay, so make sure you're keeping up to date with that bean diary and grasshead diary and your cresshead diary at home. Okay, and have fun. You don't have to do all this in one day. You could do some today, or you might have started on Monday. You can do some tomorrow or Friday. Just enjoy British Science Week. Keep up with those posters. If you've not sent them in already, please do them, because I know that you're so amazing in year 1-2 that we really could have some winners. Okay, so don't forget your posters and all your 3 experiments, lots of pictures. And if you need any help with anything, just let me know, ring me or message me on Dojo. Can't wait to see everything that's going on at home with your Science Week. Bye.